Welcome everyone to the Wilde 2016 graduation commencement ceremony. My name is James Mon. I'm the proud principal of Wilde Lake High School. I know we are all very excited. I know we are all very excited for our graduates, but we ask that you refrain from using noisemakers, horns, cheering loudly during the ceremony, especially as we are reading names of the graduates. We thank you for your cooperation so everyone can enjoy the ceremony.
Welcome guests, graduates, and all that support us. First, I would like to thank you all for coming to this day. That it's going to be unforgettable and be well remembered as a day that we crossed a finish line. Let me share something very personal. I'm the first to graduate from high school in my family, but perhaps I'm not the only graduate with this story. I'm proud of you, I'm proud of myself, and I'm proud of all of us. I'm here today to talk about how Wilde Lake helped us to strive for excellence. I came to Columbia, Maryland 4 years ago. I'm glad I found a high school that since day one has accepted me and helped me achieve all my dreams. Wilde Lake is a diverse school which represents over 70 nations, but no matter where we came from, Wilde Lake has brought us together. I recall that I was a very shy person, but having those clubs in school, like Hispanic Voices Club, helped me interact with my fellow classmates, who eventually became my friends. Honestly, a school like Wilde Lake is hard to find. Our diversity does not stop us with our cultures. We have students that are in theater, dance, art, singers, athletes, and the list goes on. But since we walked through these doors, we weren't going to walk out the same we walked in, meaning we were going to walk out with different experience, knowledge, wisdom, and hope. I say this because Wilde gave us various opportunities, from taking ARR classes to elective classes, to help us broaden our horizons. High school hasn't been easy, but it is another step to what we want. We have ups and downs like everyone, and we weren't satisfied. We still want, and we still aren't, and we want more. These past years, I have grown a lot with my fellow classmates. Our hard times were there, but we got through them. We could get through much more. We have all struggled at one point in our lives where we wanted to give up, but we didn't because we had a goal, which was to graduate with a Wilde Lake diploma, which we are now waiting to receive. But we are not stopping there, because this class was meant to go much more further than this and achieve much more, because we are the doers, we are the dreamers, and we are the achievers that you raised us to be. So fellow classmates, we succeeded. It comes to this day where that certificate is going to be the key to many doors in our life, which will turn into an opportunity. It doesn't matter where we go now or how we get there. What matters is that we end up where we want to be. So I want to take a moment and thank everyone who has impacted us, not just me, but this class of 2016 that is here today. We have done it with each other because we needed you to cheer us on as we leave Wilde Lake. Class of 2016, we made it.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the very talented Katie Adler, who will perform the national anthem. Will the audience please rise and gentlemen remove their caps?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Yeah.
We would now like to introduce our honored guests, the Honorable Alan Kittleman, Howard County Executive.
And from Howard County Public Schools, Miss Ellen Flynn Giles, Vice Chairman of the Board of Education. Dr. Jeanette Siddiqui, Board of Education member. Dr. Bess Eltwerger, Board of Education member. Mr. Larry Cohen, former Board of Education member. Dr. Renee Foos, Superintendent of Howard County Schools. Ms. Linda Wees, Deputy Superintendent. Our state's elected officials, the Honorable Mr. Eric Ebersole, Maryland State Delegate, District 12. The Honorable Mr. Robert Flanagan, Maryland State Delegate, District 9. The Honorable Ms. Terry Hill, Maryland State Delegate, District 12. The Honorable Dr. Clarence K. Lamb, Maryland State Delegate, District 12.
Our Howard County elected officials, the Honorable Miss Mary Kay Siggety, Chairperson of the Howard County Council, District 4. The Honorable Dr. Calvin Ball, Howard County Council, District 2. Central Office Personnel, Mr. Frank Eastham, Jr., Executive Director of School Improvement and Administration. Dr. Gina Masala, Administrative Director of High Schools. Mr. Rick Robb, Principal, Application and Research Laboratory Center.
Our administrative staff, Mr. James Lamont, Principal, Wilde Lake High School. Mr. Pat Kraus, 12th grade Assistant Principal. Miss Marty Brennan Sherry, 11th grade Assistant Principal. Miss Tammy Foyles, 10th grade Assistant Principal. Miss Amy Jensen, 9th grade Assistant Principal. Mr. Brian Rao, Director of Athletics and Student Activities.
Our academic leadership team, Ms. Jeanette Pashigan, School Counseling. Mr. Michael Cometa, Research Education. Ms. Jeanette Dixon, Gifted and Talented Education. Ms. Jamie Proctor, Science. Ms. Sue Bullock, Career and Technology Education. Mr. Lou Dutrow, Fine Arts. Ms. Leanne Reed, English. Mr. Michael Harrison, Mathematics. Mr. Charlie Shoemaker, Academic Support. Ms. Kelly Broyles. Ms. Jessica White, Social Studies. Ms. Erica Strauss-Chavarria, World Language.
Our senior class sponsors, Miss Elizabeth Dubbs. And Miss Sabrina Riley.
Sydney Ware is a fairly new wildcat, a wild kitten, if you will. Despite this, she has still managed to make a big impact on Wilde Lake. You'd be hard-pressed to find a more loyal, thoughtful, and funny friend than Sydney. She'll give advice to anyone in need, or she'll make them laugh, because sometimes laughter is the best medicine. Even with a very busy social life, Sydney still makes time for her schoolwork. She's been on the honor roll every year since 6th grade, but between studying for class, giving advice, and cracking jokes, Cindy is able to pursue her true passion, reading. She reads more books than you can count and absolutely loves English class. After graduation, she's planning on taking her passion to the next level by majoring in English at Howard Community College. Just as there are no limits to the books she can read or jokes she can crack, there's no limit to what Sydney will do. Ladies and gentlemen, Sydney Ware.
Good evening, and welcome to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2016. It is so nice to be surrounded by family and friends on such a special occasion. It is all of you that got us here today. The love and support you showed us made the difference, and I know everyone here appreciates all you have done. But I want everyone to take a moment and picture yourself looking in the mirror. You see a reflection of who you are in this exact moment. Now, imagine your reflection changing as you look forward. The image is morphing into something new. Is it what you would expect it to look like? Do the differences you see scare you? This is change, and it's always hard when change is imminent. Comfort flies out the window and nothing feels complacent. Anyone can relate to this feeling. If you are starting a new job, moving to a different city, or even graduating from high school. But change allows for the discovery of yourself, and that is what life is about. Discovering who you are and allowing yourself room to grow and learn even more. Being in school for the last 13 years is where we have discovered so much about ourselves. Wilde Lake encouraged us to take those steps and discover who we want to become. Now, I know I haven't been here very long. Some of you may not even know me. But high school holds a place for all of us, no matter where we come from. We all have experiences we will remember forever. Just being here these few months, I've seen and experienced just how amazing Wilde Lake is. I've made memories and seen changes in myself just from coming here. From the senior walk-ins to senior ditch day, to all the teachers who helped make senior year a breeze, or those who made you want to pull your hair out, guidance counselors being there for every question and concern we had about our future. These experiences made high school something to cherish. Wilde Lake encouraged change to help us achieve our goals. They helped us lay the groundwork, but only we have the ability to know what we want. No one can make the choice of who we become. We have full control over that image in the mirror. It is potential, our empty canvas, to be what we want and being able to change it as many times as we like. We all know high school has molded us, but it is not permanent. It's just another step, another milestone, the potential for more discovery for years to come. The positive mentality of what is to come should hold strong as we cross the stage and enter into a new life with new opportunities. Remember the mirror you are looking in, and remember the constant changes are for the best. Keep changing the image until you are happy with what you see, and that is where true happiness and success lies. Congratulations, class of 2016, and I'll leave you with one final quote by Alan Ida. You have to leave the city of your comfort and go into the wilderness of your intuition. You can't get there by bus, only by hard work and risk, and by not quite knowing what you're doing, but what you'll discover will be wonderful. What you'll discover will be yourself. Thank you.
Please welcome Kaylee Hansen, who will be performing The Swan by Camille Saint-Saëns, French Ritterman at the piano.
second musical interlude will be Libertango by Astor Piazzolla, performed by the talented Raphael Erfe and Sa Yoon Ha.
Our final interlude group will be the Senior Chamber Choir Singers, performing Don't You Forget About Me, composed by Simple Minds, but arranged by our very own Caitlin Adler.
Do-ah, hey, 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 hey. Do-ah, do-ah-da-da-da. Do-ah, do-do-do-do-do-ah-da-da-da. Do-ah-da-da-da.
Won't you come see about me? I'll be alone and dancing, you know it, baby. Tell me your troubles and doubts, giving everything inside and out.
Love strange, it's so real in the dark. Think of the tender things that we were working on. Slow change may pull us apart. When the light gets into your heart, baby, don't you
Forget about me.
don't you
Forget about me. Would you stand above me? Look my way and never let me. Rain keeps falling down, down, down.
Would you recognize me? Call my name, walk on by. Rain keeps falling down, down, down. Do-ah, do-do-do-do.
I say la 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 la
Tonight, this task of introducing our final speaker, Miss Allie McHale, is a great privilege. Allie dwells with the brave at heart and those courageous enough to always do what is right. A 4-year track and field star, Allie not only balanced sports, school, and friends, she's also a leader in her church and community. She constantly has a smile on her face and never turns down the chance to help someone else. She will be continuing her education at Franciscan University, where I know she will go on to do great things. She will continue to be brave, valiant, and daring. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Allie McHale.
Guests, family, friends, and graduates. Welcome to graduation. Welcome to the day that we all sit in these seats for longer than seems appropriate, reminiscing on the years past at Wilde Lake. In an hour or so, depending on how fast we walk, we will all be Wilde Lake graduates. And we will all be set off into the future to do amazing things. We will always carry the memories of Wilde Lake, but everyone will carry something a little different. We all may have been in the same building, or even in the same classroom, but we all occupied a different seat. And the person who sat in the back of the classroom always looked at the room a little differently than the person who sat by the window. There's a word for this, sonder, which is the realization that each person, each random passerby, is living their life in their own seat and is looking at the world a little differently than you. Even today, We all may be a part of this mass of green, but we are all sitting in our own seat, and we all have our own perspective of today. Our graduation means something to each of us. It is easy to lump us all together, imagine that each graduate is feeling the same thing, but this isn't true. Some of us are feeling joy that this day finally reached us, others shocked thinking it would never come, and some of you may even feel a tremor of fear because the future is still uncertain. And for all of you in the audience, you all have your own perspectives of this day, and you all have your own memories of our years at Wilde Lake. From our parents who bought us printer ink the day before our projects were due, our siblings who helped us with homework, our teachers who never gave up on us even when senioritis was relentless, our aunts, uncles, and friends who cheered us on in all of our sports games and bought tickets to all of our showcases and performances. Wasn't it the most annoying thing when our teachers would decide to randomly change the seating assignment? And then it takes forever to get used to that new seat because I had my seat and I liked sitting in the back, and sitting by the window just doesn't feel like my seat. This isn't a problem we just have to confront in school. Sorry, it's not over yet, and it never will be. Our seating assignment is going to change throughout our lives. People we never expected to meet, events we never thought could happen to us are going to shake up our lives. And we're always going to have those moments when we feel like we're just sitting in the wrong seat. And that's okay. But the most important thing to remember is that everyone around you is also going to have their lives shaken up as well. And everyone is going to be thrown into a different seat, and you're always going to be looking at the room they're always going to be looking at the room a little differently than you. But that doesn't diminish your perspective or theirs, because it's different. In fact, it's a beautiful thing that we can all look at the world through our own set of eyes. Wilde Lake taught this lesson best. We can all see the world from a different seat, but when we come together, we make one heck of a classroom and one heck of a school. Congratulations to everyone today. I hope you're enjoying your seat. Take a moment to embrace your own perspective, because after a short walk across this stage, we're all going to be in a new seat. Thank you.
Good evening, graduating seniors, family, staff, and special guests. The man coming up to speak is someone we all know, but we don't all really know him. He has been through many struggles to become our principal here at Wilde Lake. In a documentary titled, How I Made It in America, Mr. Lamont shared the struggles he faced while receiving his education. He admitted that he didn't understand the value of education in high school. However, with the help of a dedicated mentor, he was able to obtain a sports scholarship and to attend college. It was there that he realized his true potential in school. He then worked as a grad assistant for West Virginia University, eventually receiving a bachelor's degree in teaching. From there, he took all opportunities given to him and earned 2 master's degrees at West Virginia, one in physical education and the other in community health, a master's degree in social work at the University of Maryland, and a certification of administration at Johns Hopkins University. He feels that our class of 2016 is a group of amazing, diverse people and will set out to do great things in this world. He has a lot of experience and lessons to teach. We, as the class of 2016, have been lucky enough to have Mr. Lamont as our principal and to learn as much as we can about how to achieve our own goals from him. For many of us, this may be the last time we see our fearless leader, but he, like Wilde Lake, will always be a part of who we are. I present to you Mr. James Lamont.
Thank you, Jordan. Honored guests and colleagues, parents, family, friends, class of 2016. It is indeed a great honor to share this day with you. As I begin, I want to thank the entire Wilde Lake staff for their tireless efforts and unending devotion to and support of the class of 2016. Words cannot adequately express my appreciation for your service, leadership, and passion for excellence. You're the greatest of role models, mentors, and colleagues. I would also like to thank our graduation coordinators and the volunteers for the many hours of preparation leading up to today's ceremony. I would also like to thank my administrative team of Ms. Foyles, Ms. Jensen, Ms. Cherry, Mr. Kraus, and Mr. Rao for their tireless efforts and unending love and support of the class 2016 as well. You're simply exceptional, so thank you. Graduates, I'm truly appreciative to have spent 4 amazing years of your high school career with you. You have enriched my life immeasurably, both professionally and personally. I will take your spirit into my future endeavors, and I encourage you to do the same. For 4 years, you have worked hard. You deserve all the accolades, compliments, and praise forthcoming to you. Take today and enjoy it all. Enjoy knowing that you are a graduate of Wilde Lake High School, and your hard work has laid a strong foundation for your future. I look out in this class of 2016 with a great deal of pride. During your time at Wilde Lake, you have distinguished yourselves in several ways. You were the first to perform Thriller on Main Street, right? Also to have Spring Fair on Main Street, and how can we forget the outstanding music, dance, and drama productions, including The Little Mermaid, just to name a few. Know you will inspire future generations of students. You have earned incredible GPAs and SAT scores. You have been granted admission to a wide variety of amazing colleges and universities, or committed yourself to serving your country in the military and the world of work. You have given thousands of hours of community service to agencies such as Red Cross, Grassroots, hosting the Maryland Special Olympics track and field competition the past 2 years, and we cannot forget our outstanding environmental club. You have won academic and athletic scholarships, county, regional, state championships, music competitions, speech and debate awards, drama awards, and art awards. And we were again awarded the Howard County Sportsmanship Cup this past month for the 3rd time in 5 years. And that is a tribute to our students. I know the lessons learned at Wilde Lake High School have laid a foundation that will inspire and support you as you reach for your dreams. You may not yet understand how your experiences and the relationships that you have developed at Wilde Lake High School have helped prepare you for the real world, or how it will impact the rest of your life. Just feel the pride and do not settle for mediocrity. Instead, insist on excellence. What makes Wilde Lake High School stand out from others is each of you sitting there ready to begin the next chapter of your personal journey through life. The respect that you show for each other every day, despite differences or disagreements, the losses that we have endured, and just the way you thrive to work together is indeed a model for the world. One of my favorite quotes by Booker T. Washington states, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life as by the obstacles which he has overcome." Pause for a moment and reflect on your high school years and take strength and courage from your accomplishments as you move forward. And then move forward. Move forward with excitement as your future is fueled by your ambition. I wish you success in your pursuit of happiness, and I am so proud and so honored to call you Wilde Lake alumni. Dr. Renee Foose, as principal of Wilde Lake High School, I hereby certify that the graduates seated before you have met all the requirements for graduation as set forth by the Howard County Public School System and the Maryland State Department of Education. They are eligible to receive their Maryland High School diploma. They're eligible to receive their Maryland High School diploma, certificate of completion, or certificate of attendance. Thank you. Now, Dr. Foose.
Thank you, James. Hello, graduates. I have some words that I want to share with you, but before I do, I want you to hear from the leader of the county government. I'd like to introduce Mr. Alan Kittleman to say a few words to you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Foose and Mr. Lamont. Congratulations, class of 2016 Wilde Lake Wildcats. You've made it! On behalf of the residents of Howard County, I want to congratulate you, and I also want to thank you Your parents and the other residents of Howard County and businesses have invested a lot in you. And I want to thank you for taking advantage of that, for making the most of it, and for getting yourselves to today after 13 years of public schooling in Howard County. I also want to tell you that, I think it's great that our graduation ceremonies occur generally during the week of Memorial Day. And just yesterday, we were honoring and remembering the fallen heroes who have made it possible for you to be here in this place today. And I think it's important that we remember them. Because, we can't do it. We couldn't be here. We couldn't have the quality of life we have in Howard County or Maryland or the country without that. But I also think it's important that we remember our veterans. So I'd like to recognize them. So if there are any veterans in the audience, if you could please stand, any active duty military or any graduates who are going into the military. Thank you very, very much for your service. Thank you to the graduates who are going into the military for your future service. And all I would ask you graduates in closing is the way to pay it back. I agree with Allie when she said that every one of you are unique. Every one of you are going to have a different seating assignment in the future. But as you take that seating assignment, I want you to look to your left and look to your right, and I want you to think about how you can serve others. Because I think the best way to pay back all the sacrifices that people have given you in the past and in the future that they will be doing for you is to give back to your community, look for ways in which you can make this world even just a little better than it was when you came. And so thank you so much. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Kittleman. I'm going to be brief because what stands between you and your diploma is my speech, so I'm going to be very brief. But I'm going to ask you one question, and I want them to hear the answer in Baltimore, okay? Are you ready to graduate? Now, I think they only heard you over at the mall. I want them to hear you in Baltimore. Are you ready to graduate, Wilde Lake? Okay, your principal certified that you're ready to graduate. Now let's make it official. Mr. Lamont, I hereby accept that the members of this great Wilde Lake class of 2016 have met the appropriate graduation requirements and are eligible to receive a high school diploma or an appropriate certificate. I hereby offer you the very best wishes for a lifetime of the same success that you've had to get here today. Congratulations, graduates. It's my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Bess Altwerger, member of the Howard County Board of Education.
It's with great pleasure and pride that I will be handing you your diplomas in just 3 minutes. Can you hang in there? This is a very special day for you, your families, your teachers, and all those who helped you get to this milestone in your lives. And this is a moment you'll never forget. It's also a meaningful moment in my life because Wilde Lake has played a very special role in our family. Parents and family members, not too long ago, I sat in your very seats and watched both my children graduate from Wilde Lake High School. And that was no accident because we moved to the house we live in now just so that our kids could go to Wilde Lake. Yes, I knew they'd get a great education at Wilde Lake as they would in every Howard County public school, but perhaps more importantly, I knew that Wilde Lake would help them become the people I hoped they would be. People who would appreciate and value diverse cultures, traditions, languages, abilities, and communities. And it did, and it still does. Wilde Lake is home to students from 60 different countries of origin and reflects a beautiful palette of racial, ethnic, and cultural backgrounds. And this student body, this very diverse student body, excels in every area. Academically, as those who are honored to be Alpha Achievers, Delta Scholars, Hispanic Honor Society honorees. You've won STEM awards, robotics, poetry, engineering, history, political science, and debate. In athletics, you've been state finalists, champions, and student award winners in girls soccer, track and field, lacrosse, and other sports. In the arts, Wilde Lake's dance and music programs are legendary. And their drama and musical productions like this year's Little Mermaid never disappoint. As you celebrate your achievement today, remember that you have not reached this moment alone. Your families have worked hard to make this day a reality by supporting you, encouraging you, and in many cases, sacrificing you. Raise your hand if your parents, grandparents, or other family members left their homelands and came to this country so that you can be raised in this beautiful community and be educated in this wonderful school system. Raise your hand, be proud, and turn around and thank your parents and your families. Thank you for bringing these wonderful students to us. So, given that they've worked hard to prepare you for this day, I also would be amiss if I didn't thank, and if you didn't thank, the wonderful, talented, and dedicated Wilde Lake teachers and staff who deserve your sincere gratitude. Can you give them a round of applause? They worked so hard to prepare you for this day, spending endless hours before and after the school day, during vacation days, and even in the summers while you're having some fun, providing you with the best education they possibly could. And I know this because one of my own Wilde Lake graduates, Erica Strauss-Chavarria, is sitting on this stage today as a Wilde Lake Spanish teacher, and I couldn't be prouder. So, are you ready to get your diplomas? On behalf of the Howard County Board of Education, I wish you a hearty congratulations and best wishes for a fantastic future. Go Cats!
As we're getting ready to start presenting the diplomas, we would like to remind everyone to please be considerate of the names being read. To allow for all graduates' names to be heard, we ask that you please refrain from using noisemakers, horns, or cheering loudly during the ceremony. We also ask that you please hold your applause until all names have been read. We thank you for your cooperation so everyone can enjoy the ceremony. Would the first group of graduates please rise and move backstage?
Bethany Lauren Abramson. Adrian Terry Adeline. Muhammad Hussein Adil. John Eloichi Aka. Moshpula Ramakinji Akinwal. Jose Hernando Alacan Jr. William Paris Allen Jr. Amin Nu Ni Adekwaha Alatuye Magruder. Kayla Vanessa Alvarez. Mogahid Ahmad Azalam. Kwabena Ajakum Ampufo. Quentin Lawrence Anderson. Sherdell Eva Anderson. Scarlett Cecilia Arden Espinal. Jennifer Jaspreet Kaur Badesha. Yuri Oliver Badet. Taylor Baird. Matthew Stephen Baker. Taye Baldonazzo. Daniel Quentin Jobs Barnes. Jacob Lewis Burnett. Caroline Lewis Becker. Lolani M. Bafakadu. Rosalind S. Bati. Matthew Corson Bittner Parrish. Emmanuel Kwaku Boateng Jaba. Philip Bonsu. Kennedy Emma Bowie. Tyrone Eugene Boyd Jr. Audrey Zelda Boytum.
Rodriguez Deshamir Ashish Yontrell Bradley. Austin Reed Brady. Benjamin Henry Brigulio. Anthony Norman Brock. Layla Alexandra Brooks. Terrence Devon Brooks Jr. Caitlin Alexandra Brosnan. Taylor Anthony Brosnan. Logan Alexander Bruce. Dortenzia Yvonne Lee Bundy. Caitlin Wendy Butler. Darrell Isaiah Kane. Austin Walker Cantwell. Letitia Renee Edna Carpenter. Alexis Arden Elizabeth Carroll. Amani Virginia Carroll Duvall. Kendra Ayana Carson. Brianna Marie Carter. Heaven Najee Casilius Booz. Christopher Blake Chestnut. Mariam Arelis Colon Gonzalez. Nicholas Fox Conforti. Lily Adia Conte. Limu Linda Kanto. Michael Nunyi Kanto. Guillermo Antonio Correa III. Darrell Marvin Cornelius.
Marco Antonio Cortez. Lamar Tyrone Cohen Jr. Elicia Monet Sharon Craig. Jared Duncan Cromartie. Maya Olivia Davis. Andrew Isaiah Dela Cruz. Tyreek Marquise Dennis. Tyree Deshawn Dorsey. Benjamin Thomas Dragone. Bryn Claire Koenig Drury. Jean Daniel Dormran. McLean Yara Jada. Jonathan Titus Edwards. Kristen Marie Edwards. Deja Lachey Epps. Catherine Rose Ewing. Christy Joy Ferguson.
Jonae Monique Finch. Michael Matthew Fontana. Kyle Stephen Fortune. Parker Jukes Francis. Mohammed Jonathan French. Michael Abe Gethers III. Jacob Oliver Barrett George. Graciela Yu Yang Gimple. Catherine Victoria Glaros. Kiana Nicole Grace. Ken Marshall Greenberg. Shaquelle Tanae Griffiths. Nehemiah Biru Guksa. Yazunat Falik Guta. Avery Joyce Elizabeth Haig. Francisco Antonio Molina Alaguena. Maria Bernice Molina Alaguena. Shanette Kelly Hall.
Danielle Hannah Hahn. Lauren Andrea Harcum. Bayan Hassim. Carlos Haya. Tori Lynn Hayes. Trayvon Deshaun Heflin. Quentin Shakur Herbert. Eliana Tomika Herman. Angel Javier Hernandez Volizan. Tavon Antonio Cecil Hicks. Emily Ann Hobby. Annie Catherine Hudek. Naya Jermaine Humphrey. Kyle Jacob Eichchrist. Zaha Anissa Iqbal. Trayshawn Damari Jacks. Deshaun Mikhail Jarrett. Aaliyah Monet Jennings. Robin Hungle Jen.
Demetrius Kiko Johnson. India Janae Johnson. Nathaniel Joseph Johnson. Taylor Corvandella Johnson. Arissa Ejane Jolly. Kanaya Joan Jones. Malcolm Alexander Jones. Nicholas Aaron Jones. Seth Joseph Judd. Hunter Jacob Kahn. Grace Crescencia Cady. Mary Elizabeth Kappert. Abdal Mohammed Khan. Edward Charles Lavoie. Michael Pellicor Lambert. Nalante Yorkow Lamptey. Alexander Thomas Lang. Maisherlos Catherine LaRose. Monisha Lene Lawings. Rachel Sophia Lazarus. Eleanor Kleinfelter Lee. Tiffany Lee Lemon.
Anna Rose Levchuk Hubbard. Stephanie Burchard Letso. Benjamin Wilhelm Lynn. Laura Olivia Luntz. Mia Angela Macklin. Austin Raleigh Majees. Nassar Dilawar Majid. Tyler Imani Marcellus. Dominic Robert Marinelli. Lucero Elizabeth Martinez Lopez. Brandon Darrell May. Tia Charnel McCoy. Adam Rory McNeil. Maeve Catherine Mooney. Sarah Elise Moore. Cheyenne Aaliyah Moses Frazier. Jared Alaire Mouton. Abhijit Shamalgan Malor. Summer Aliyah Mustafa. Jeffrey Darius Najmi. Meghana Lakshmi Narapaju.
Ekaterina Nazarova. Juan Anthony Nolan. Chidi Ogaichuku Wabweze. Julia Anna Orloff. Brishana Ashanti Palmer. Shane Corbin Parr. Miles Ernest Patrick. Jessica Marily Polanco Zeladon. Aderen Solo Oluwatosin Popula. Brendan Dylan Potler. Kyrie DeMarco Press. Jordan Keith Proctor Belt. Amy Christine Radcliffe. Anand Raghu. Rohit Kishore Ramnani. Adam Michael Reinsch. Jordan Nathaniel Rhymes. Shalia Alexis Richardson. Patrick Allen Riley. Natalie Elizabeth Rivera Canales. Adrian Nicole Robinson. Connor Montgomery Robinson. Kamari Munira Robinson.
Latrell Marquise Robinson. Michael Elias Rubenstein. Howard Mafakotu Kuche Sabla. Samuel Opong Safo. Caitlin Marie Salapong. Richard Charles Samuels III. Adriana Kier Sanders. Mauricia Alexandria Saunders. Aja Amani Scott. Jarrett David Scott. Jalen Rose Scott. Mackenzie Ray Scott. Jacob Stratford Seabolt. Samantha Christine Self. Grant William Severson. Anthony Rafael Sevela Moreno. Takira Chanel Soul. Deval V. Shaw. Wayo Shu. Abdul Rahim Siddiqui. Sean Patrick Simmons. Yashpal Singh. Dominic Floyd Smith. Morgan Alexandra Somerville. Abdul Majid Isaiah So. Sante Lish Oze Ama Stanley Ubuja.
Alyssa Lynn Stevens. Roger Elwood Stewart III. Misha Michelle Stokes. Nigel Patrick Strickland. Bamba James Stubblefield. Keshav Suri. Arhum Ali Syed. Kinu Ariana Taylor. Tajay Kira Taylor McClary. Tyler Nicole Teachman. Shavin Sunny Thomas. Hillary Yvonne Maria Thompson. Keon Edward Thompson. Diamond Yvette Tibbs. Ryan Brennan Tiffey. Maxwell Sebastian Timberlake. Laura Sarah Toller. Jamoris Donnell Toomer Jr. Riddy Trika. Trinae Ariel Turner. London Marlise Tyler.
Amani Noel Valentine. Jose Humberto Villanueva. Danielle Margaret Vattulo.
Ji Ju Wang. Yan Ju Wang. Ryan Damon Warner. Christian James Williams. Eric James Williams. Tatiana Celeste Williams. Christopher Elon Williamson. Samuel Hunter Sung Ho Wilson. Shantasia Kaya Wright. Daniela Anastasia Yacobucci Lapidus. Samuel Michael Warren Yaroslavsky. Young Edward Yoon. Jocelyn Del Rosario Zeladon. Ahmed Mumad Abdallah. Ariana Bolas Andres. Rebecca Geyer Shambly. Rafael de Guzman Erife. Derek Landon Franks. Kaylee Teresa Hansen. Saw Young Hall. Jordan Renard Jackson. Laurencio Alberto Lowe. Matthew Cooper McGuire. Elise Allison Swanson McGinnis. Sarah Elizabeth Nemsick. Brenda Rosas Estanislo. Jamie Nicole Saunders. Sarah Shamali. Maya Christine Taylor. Sydney Carrington Ware.
Riddy Trika. Dr. Altwerger, please allow the following Howard County Public School System staff members to award their children's diplomas. Tracy Adler, Wilde Lake High School. Caitlin May Adler. Hillary Becker. Clarksville Elementary School. Morgan Whitney Becker. Susan Casey. Murray Hill Middle School. Michael Rosota Casey. Lisa Goff. Harper's Choice Middle School. Trevea Goff. Leslie Jones. Clemens Crossing Elementary School. Catherine Renee Jones.
Deborah Legowski, Longfellow Elementary School. Genevieve Pauline Legowski. Susan McHale, Longfellow Elementary School. Allison Diane McHale. Lisa Phillips, Talbot Springs Elementary School. Jade Loren Neal. Kareem Penn, Wilde Lake High School. Tyler Laquel Patron. Rachel Sokol Solomon, Northfield Elementary School. Isaac Aaron Solomon. Marianne Zamora Walker, Long Reach High School. Isaiah Marcus Zamora. Martha Wynn, Veterans Elementary School. Elizabeth Lauren Wynn. Sophie Naomi Bertrand. Jamila Camille Brown. Ronnie Destiny Dickens. Christopher Stephen Johnson. Martin Andreas Viteri Lopez. Kenyatta Nasir Bellamy. Melanie Faye Nat. Maggie Hughes Lewis. Kevin S. Liu. Meghana Manohar. Melissa Rose Rabinowitz. Gabrielle Nicole Swain. Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for coming and celebrating the class of 2016. We would like to please remind you to remain seated until all the graduates have processed out so that everyone has an opportunity to see them. I would now like to welcome a representative from the executive board of the senior class, Gabrielle Swain, to close out our ceremony.
Congratulations, class of 2016. We did it. Graduates, to signify our crossing over from high school to the next chapter of our lives, please join me in moving our tassels from the left to the right.